Hi. So you might have heard about the review community. We launched it in around August, which is focused on reviewing C++ libraries. And I decided to talk about this shortly. And so this started with a tweet by Eric last year by October. He was kind of asking, well, why don't we have such a community, or why doesn't that something like this exist? It would be cool to have that. And I was thinking about something similar for a while. But what really got me started is at C++ Now I gave a talk on comparing the Boost and the Qt communities, and also this got me kind of starting into thinking what would we need today as a community, or what would we want to have today as a community. And so this kind of manifested then as a subreddit, which is now reality. It's under CPP Review, /CPP Review on the Reddit, and there's going to be an upcoming list at Meeting C++ at my website of the libraries which actually passed this review. And so the idea about reviews, I was thinking about how should we review. So I would like to have like that, of course we focus on one library, and then there's one Reddit thread for that, which we kind of use as a forum, and there's discussions, etc., etc. But just, what should a review really be? If you look at Boost, we have a review manager. You're supposed to invest some time into it. We really have like a high expectation on such a review, and it's high volume, and it's like 600 emails, and I don't know if emails are still the best medium to do reviews. And a while ago, Robert Ramy did a great initiative by setting up the Boost library incubator. But you have some barriers here. Most of us already have a Reddit account, but this is like a local website, so you have to create a local web login into a WordPress account there. And also, unfortunately, so Robert launched this a couple of years ago and presented it at Boost, but until today, I feel kind of a missing integration into Boost of that. So, and in comparison to what I currently plan is, I don't want our CPP review to be as focused and as strict as Boost reviews are. So we don't have such a high quality standard as Boost, and we aim more at providing a different view on a library. So from Boost coming, and I see like a lot of what we do in reviews for this conference, so it's like often like experts only, and we have like this expert cult in C++. Everyone wants to be cutting edge, and on the contrary, I kind of think actually if you review a library, we should have like the contribution of everyone, and it should be a group effort maybe. Because I found this great quote, like in the beginner's mind there are many possibilities, but in the expert there are few, and maybe some of those possibilities which the beginners see today are things which an expert only doesn't see because he comes from a different time. So for people which are not yet experts or want to go there or want to help, there's lots of low-hanging fruit like documentation, code readability, code smells. Just look through the code. Do you don't like something or think this is wrong? Scott Meyer says this. Then you can ask on the subreddit and discuss with the author that, and other people can contribute to that. And of course, you can also do the so low-hanging fruit. Like you can try yourself at fuzzing the library and static analyzers and leaks analyzers. There's lots of things you can do. And then, as this group effort, any contribution then adds to the sum, and we have the exchange with the devs from the library. We can discuss it, and of course, you get to rant on someone else's code, and you can learn. So to summarize, my approach is like more feedback-oriented. I don't want to be as strict as Boost is, and the RCPP Reddit is the place to go. And I see this feedback to kind of like from everyone, and all contributions are welcome. The review is 1 month, and after that it stays public, and people can later go and see. But the responsibility is still by the library developer. And yeah, so libraries just the normal thing which we expect from libraries. And I expect like the library author, I want them still to have the freedom to do their choices, what they want, like this, like build systems, etc. And same for developers and the community too.